York is a walled city, situated at the confluence of the rivers Ouse and Foss in North Yorkshire, England. Clifford's Tower, a stone quatrefoil keep built on the top of Norman Motte, was the site of a massacre in 1190 when the small Jewish community of York sought protection in the tower on the feast of Shabbat HaGadol. Many Jews took their own lives rather than to face a violent mob in an event regarded as one of the most notorious examples of antisemitism in medieval England. The city has a rich heritage and has provided the backdrop to major political events throughout much of its 2 millennia of existence. The city was founded by the Romans in 71 Anno Domini. York is sometimes referred to by modern writers by its Scandinavianized form Jorvik. The name in its modern form, York, was first used in the 13th century. The 19th century saw York, under the influence of George Hudson, become an important hub of the railway network and a manufacturing center. Tourism also boosts the local economy because the city offers a wealth of historic attractions, of which York Minster is the most prominent. York Minster is the second largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe, stands at the city centre. York Centre is enclosed by the city's medieval walls, which is a popular walk.
Mind yourself, watch the bicycles. 13th century iron hinges, and on these hinges hung great big wooden gates, and these were the last bit of defence against attack. Come down 7, when our Queen celebrated her Silver Jubilee, 25 years on the throne. But when they lowered the streets. But let's have a look over in this direction, and have a look over the wall, if you would. So there would have been a moat going all the way around the city of York. In many places though, modern housing has come onto where that moat would have been. So over in this direction you can't see it at all. Because remember I showed you before where toilets emptied out? Well, it was the same all the way around the city. There were buildings often right up against the walls. Job, really. So when you go back home, if ever you're having a really, really bad day at work, just think it could be worse. Yeah, it really could. And then what would happen is, after a while, you would take away the bricks. Okay? If the person was dead, then it was God's punishment on them. And there was no blood on the hands of the church, basically. If they were alive, then they were innocent, and that was fine. Okay, so that was the way it worked, basically. The building that we're looking at now was started in 1220 and finished in 1472. As you walk around York, you'll see that there are many, many streets with this suffix gate. Monk Gate, Mick Gate, Wall Gate, Collier Gate, Spurrier Gate, Goodham Gate, etc., etc., etc. And you'll know why. Basically what we have here is a Viking word, gata, meaning street. And so these are known as the Fleischschädel, the Fleischschädel. And it was on here when they would put the meat and then they would chop the meat up. Okay? All the horrible bits were meant to be taken down and thrown into the river just down there. Tens of thousands of people homeless. And so after this terrible fire, a new law said that any new building must be straight up and of brick, not wood. And so that...
Oh, yes. I'll tell you what, everybody, just for a second, look around and look at the size of this crowd now. So many people together smiling. This is brilliant. We don't see this enough, do we? Come on, all of us together. Let's all make this the best show that we possibly can. If I can do this trick, if the hat lands on the head, I want to hear the biggest, loudest cheer from every single person, okay? Nobody let me down. Julius. Alright, check it out. Stay a second. Now, Amy, that money's for you to spend on anything you want, okay? Chocolates or sweets or cigarettes, it's your money, okay? I've only ever read about it on Wikipedia. Right, check it out. First painful bit to get the first done this location.
Courses in England beginning with the letter P.
In England.
England. Who said that? Right, number 20. What name is given to a tree whose leaves fall in autumn?
The National Railway Museum is a museum in York, forming part of the British National Museum of Science and Industry, and telling the story of rail transport in Britain and its impact on society. It has won many awards, including the European Museum of the Year Award in 2001. The National Railway Museum in York displays a collection of over 100 locomotives and nearly 200 other items of rolling stock, virtually all over which either run on the railways of Great Britain or were built there. It is the largest museum of its type in Britain, the largest in the world being La Cité du Train in French town of Mulhouse. It also has more visitors than any other British museum outside London.